he opens up his sprint. Now Mads Pedersen goes. Van Aert fighting for room on the barriers. Down the middle though, an attack from Intermarché Wanty, but it's Pedersen who's going to hold off Van Aert. Is he? Van Aert runs in mighty close, but Pedersen holds off the challenge of Wout van Aert.
The capital of Albania, Tirana, the stage for the individual time trial, the first of two in this year's Giro d'Italia, 13.7 kilometres in length with one small climb in the middle of the race. Wout van Aert looking possibly to claim the yellow jersey from Mads Pedersen, among the favourites to take the victory in bright, sunny, hot conditions. A number of national champions, 8 of them in fact represented, but it was Nicolas Merkel who got the race underway from Picnic Post NL in front of huge crowds. Ethan Hayter then, the British national champion, posted a very good time for his new team Soudal Quickstep and placed himself on the hot seat. He had to watch on though as the reigning European champion Edoardo Affini from Visma Lease Bike reclaimed the race lead for Italy, taking it from Ethan Hayter. It was then Edoardo Affini's race to lose as he looked on to see who would threaten his best time. Jay Vine, the Australian who fell heavily on stage 1 and was wearing bandages, went faster than Edoardo Affini, much to the disappointment of the Italian, who acknowledged that Jay Vine had bettered his time. And then it was Josh Tarling, the British national champion from Ineos, who went out, one of the red-hot favourites, and started immediately to post a time that suggested he was on a schedule to beat Jay Vine, which he did by 3 seconds, setting a new best time of 16:07 for the 13.7 kilometres of the individual time trial in sweltering conditions. Then the main GC contenders, one by one, as we got to the top order of the general classification, went off. Juan Ayuso, a little bit down on the schedule of Jay Vine, who'd set the best time at the checkpoint. Ayuso then losing a little bit of time at the line, but within measure. Primož Roglič, one of the favourites, not just for the Giro d'Italia outright, but also for the stage, then embarked on his individual time trial. In the meantime, Daan Hoel, the Dutchman from Lidl-Trek, was posting a very good split time and looking dominant out on the road, as if he might be able to dislodge Jay Vine in the hot seat. Roglič, though, matching the pace of Jay Vine, almost pedal stroke for pedal stroke, and hitting the descent back into Tirana. And Primož Roglič narrowly missing out on Josh Tarling's best time by just 1 second. Tarling then relieved to have lived to fight another day as the top 2 in the general classification went off. The man in the Maglia Rosa, Wout van Aert, uncharacteristically a little bit below par in this individual time trial, and then the Maglia Rosa himself, Mads Pedersen, knowing that he could only concede 10 seconds to Primož Roglič or he would lose the race lead. Wout van Aert then coming to the line, leaving nothing out there on the road, but losing a lot of time in the general classification and finishing in 33rd place provisionally. And Mads Pedersen then just losing by 1 single second the race lead to Primož Roglič. Josh Tarling, though, confirmed as the winner of the stage, a first Grand Tour victory for the 21-year-old. And for Primož Roglič, it was another trip back onto the podium. Josh Tarling, the winner of the first individual time trial for Ineos, ahead of Primož Roglič and Jay Vine. And Roglič takes over the race lead by the narrowest of margins imaginable. Mads Pedersen just 1 second down on GC, with Matthias Vacek moving up to third. Mads Pedersen's consolation, the Maglia Rosa. He leads the points classification by 11 points ahead of Wout van Aert. And Sylvain Moniquet continues to lead the King of the Mountains classification. Change in the white jersey though. That is now being worn by Matthias Vacek, the Czech rider from Lidl-Trek, who takes over from Federico Bussato.